Hello and welcome dear student in the next lecture of the topic solid state. So dear student, in the last lecture we have done the packing of the particles in the three dimensions when they form a crystal structure or the crystal lattice. So in the one dimension, as we know, the coordination number of the sphere in the one-dimensional structure is 2. The coordination number of the two-dimensional closed packed structure in that there are two ways to arrange particles in a two-dimensional structure. The first one is, as we see a model, a square closed packed structure having coordination number 4, and the second one is hexagonal closed packed structure in a two dimension having coordination number is 6. So, and after that in the last lecture we have seen the packing or the closed packed structure in a three dimension. So, if we see the two dimension A type of arrangement, and if we place it horizontally and extend such a horizontal sheets in exactly one above another, then it forms a three-dimensional, also a type of arrangement. And if we stack these structure one above another, then it forms a three-dimensional structure. It forms a three-dimensional structure, and therefore when we see this A type of arrangement of a three-dimensional structure, then it forms a cube. So it forms a cube having coordination number of each of the sphere. In that plane, the coordination number of each sphere is a 4. Then if we having a below one such sheet and above one sheet, and if we extend that sheet, it is stacked one above another, then the coordination number of this cube is 6. This is a three-dimensional A type of arrangement when this two-dimensional A type of arrangement is get extended. Then in a hexagonal closed packed structure in a two dimension, and if we extend it in a three dimensional, then it is arranged in two different ways. The first one is called as a hexagonal closed packed structure, and the second one is called as a face-centered cubic structure, or it is called as a cubic closed packed structure. It is called as a cubic closed packed structure, or it is called as a face-centered cubic structure. When this ABAB type of arrangement in a two dimension and it get extended in the same manner, then in a three dimensional it also form a ABAB type of a three dimensional structure, and that ABAB type of a three dimensional structure is called as a hexagonal closed packed structure having coordination number 12. And how it is 12? The 6 is in a plane because each and every sphere in this one sheet having coordination number 6, and therefore it is called as a hexagonal, because if we join the center of all the 6 spheres, then it forms a hexagon. Therefore it is called as a hexagonal closed packed structure. And if we place the same sheet on the one above another, then it forms a ABAB type of a three-dimensional structure having coordination number 12. This is one way to arrange a two-dimensional ABAB type of arrangement in a three-dimensional. In another way, if we have the same sheet but the depressions of these first means the second sheet or the second such a row is placed on the depression of the second, and the third is placed also on the voids. As we know, voids, they are having two types, tetrahedral voids and the octahedral voids. The tetrahedral voids are present, or they are formed by the 4 spheres, and the octahedral voids are formed by the 6 spheres in this ABAB type of arrangements only. In this ABAB type of arrangement is extended in the 3 dimensions. Then there are 2 types of void, tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids. Tetrahedral void means they are formed by the 4 sphere, and the octahedral voids are formed by the 6 spheres, as we discussed in our last lecture. So in this ABAB type of arrangement is extended, then it forms a one structure. It is called as. So this structure is called as, the first one is called as a hexagonal closed packed structure, and the second structure is called as, here the second structure which is formed is called as a cubical closed packed structure, CCP, or it is also called as a face centered cubic structure. CCP means cubical closed packed structure, means the second sheet is arranged in the depression of the first, and the third is arranged in the depression of the second, and therefore the first layer, second layer and third layer are different, and they are called as A, B, C. Then again fourth layer is one A, and therefore ABC type of arrangement, and it is called as a cubical closed packed structure, or it is also called as a face centered cubic structure. So in a 3-dimensional structure there are the formation of 3 types of crystal. The first one is a cubic structure or simple cubic structure. The second one is a hexagonal closed packed structure, and third one is a cubical closed packed structure, or it is called as a face centered structure. In a cubic closed packed structure or in a hexagonal closed packed structure, the coordination number of each sphere is 12. Always remember that. But in cubic closed structure or simple cubic structure, which is formed by the extension of the AA type of a 2-dimensional structure in a 3 dimensions, then the coordination number of that is 6. So in a 3-dimensional structure, the 3 types of crystals are formed: simple cubic structure, hexagonal closed packed structure, and the cubic closed packed structure, or it is called as a face centered cubic structure. The simple cubic structure having in a 3 dimensions only, they are having a coordination number 6. The hexagonal closed packed structure or the cubic closed packed structure or the face centered cubic structure, they are having a coordination number, each and every one is 12. So that part we have completed in our last lecture. Today we have to discuss about the packing efficiency. Because of in this solid state topic, we are going to study only one type of unit cell, that is a simple unit cell, and they are having the 3 types: simple or primitive cubic unit cell, body centered cubic unit cell, and a face centered cubic unit cell. Therefore, we must know about that, what is the packing efficiency of a simple cubic unit cell, body centered cubic unit cell, and the face centered cubic unit cell. So first of all, what is mean by packing efficiency? Means, just like the coordination number tells us about how that crystal structure is get tightly packed, how the spheres, that means the particles, they are comes closer or they are closely packed. That part means the crystal structure, or when the solid crystals are formed, then the particles are very closely packed. Then the particles, they are very closely packed, and how they are get closely packed, they are considered as a coordination number. Means from the coordination number, if the coordination, as we know, if the coordination number is 6, then the voids are less. If the coordination number is 4, then the void are more, means the empty space is more in that structure, and that is shown in this figure. Here this is a 2-dimensional A type of arrangement called as a square closed packing arrangement. Here the void space is more because the coordination number is less, and in this structure the voids are less because the coordination number is more. That means the coordination number tells us about how much that atoms, means that spheres, they are get closely packed. And just like that, the coordination number, a packing efficiency is one of the concept which tells us about the how much that spheres they are get closely, compactly packed. Therefore, like the coordination number, the magnitude of the packing efficiency tells us about how tightly the particles are closely or compactly packed. So, for that, what is the formula for packing efficiency? So, what is the formula for the packing efficiency? The packing efficiency, which is equal to volume occupied by particles in a unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. As we study in the solid state, a unit cell, that means a cubic unit cell. This is a simple or primitive cubic unit cell. And as we know, in the simple cubic unit cell, the number of particles per simple cubic unit cell are 1, for body centered cubic unit cell are 2, and for the face centered cubic unit cell are 4. Because this is a simple or a primitive cubic unit cell, they are having how many corners? They are having 8 corners. They are having 8 corners, but only 1/8 part is involved in these cubic unit cell from these one particle. Means, if we cut this one sphere or one particle into the 8 part, then such a type of a simple cubic unit cell is formed. Such type of a simple cubic unit cell is formed because out of the 8 part, only 1/8 is involved in each of the 8 corner, and therefore this sphere and this structure are same. But when the simple cubic unit cell or the cubic unit cell is formed from this sphere, then what is the packing efficiency? Means, from the total volume of the unit cell, how much volume is occupied by particles of the unit cell into 100 is called as a packing efficiency. The volume of these and these are same, but when we cut these one sphere, one particle into the 8 part and they are rearranged, then this is a simple cubic structure it will be formed. So, what is mean by packing efficiency? Packing efficiency means the volume occupied by particles out of the total volume into the 100. So, dear student, here we discuss about the packing efficiency of a metal crystal in a simple cubic lattice. आता आपल्याला packing efficiency कोणाची बघायची? Packing efficiency of the metals crystal in a simple cubic cell. For the simple cubic unit cell, we know what is the value of n. N means number of particles, and which is equal to 1. So, here we have a simple cubic unit cell. Here we have a simple cubic unit cell. So, just like this. This is a simple cubic unit cell. To calculate the packing efficiency of the simple cubic unit cell, when the crystal structure of this simple cubic unit cell are formed, then there are some steps, and that step we have to follow. So, first of all, for the calculation of the packing efficiency of the simple cubic unit cell, first step is to calculate the radius of a sphere. To calculate the radius of a sphere. So, what is the radius of sphere? As we know, this is a simple cubic unit cell. The edge length, this is A, and this is also A. These are x-axis, y-axis, and these are the z-axis. So, what is the value of the radius of the sphere? Because these sphere, these are the 8 corner, and only 1/8 part of the whole sphere is occupied or is in this 1 cubic unit cell. So what is the radius? This one is the radius of one sphere, and also this is the radius of second sphere. So what is the value of A? A equal to, here A means the edge length, A equal to 2r. A, this is the edge length A, this is also edge length A, and this is also edge length A. So what is the value of radius? Therefore A, edge length, which is equal to r, because this is the radius of the one corner sphere and this is the radius of the another sphere, and only this part is involved in this cubic unit cell. So this is 1r and this is r. Therefore A, total A, which is equal to r plus r, means 2r, and therefore here what is r? R, which is equal to A by 2. So this is the first step to calculate the radius of a sphere. Then in the second step, here we have to calculate the volume of the sphere. Here we have to calculate the volume of a sphere. As we well known about the volume of the sphere, what is the volume of the sphere? What is the formula for volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is from the mathematics, from the standard 9 and 10, we know what is the volume of the sphere. The volume of the sphere, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. If we put the value of r from this radius of the sphere, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi, what is the value of r? R means a cube upon r cube. R cube means a cube upon, what is the cube of 2? 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to 4, 4 into 2, that means it is equal to 8. That means it is equal to 8. And if we solve this equation, then we get the volume of the sphere, which is equal to pi a cube divided by 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 3 twos are 6. So this is the volume of the sphere. Sphere means a 1 unit cell, because for the simple cubic unit cell, the number of sphere, that means the number of particles, which is equal to 1. So this is the volume of the sphere. Then next, in third step, the total volume. In the third step, here we have to calculate the total volume of the sphere. What is the total volume of sphere? Here, in the total volume of the particles, means because total volume of the particles here, because of the simple cubic unit cell, only one particle is involved in 1 cubic unit cell, and therefore the volume occupied by the particles, the total volume occupied by the particles in this cubic unit cell, which is equal to, therefore the total volume is seen as the volume of the sphere, which is equal to pi a cube divided by here 6. So in the fourth step, here we have to calculate the packing efficiency, and as we know, the packing efficiency, which is equal to the volume occupied by the particle in the unit cell, and we have to, here we have to see the packing efficiency of a simple cubic unit cell. Therefore in a simple cubic unit cell, the number of sphere, that means the number of particles are 1, because there are 8 corner and 1/8 part is involved in each corner, and therefore the number of particles for the simple cubic unit cell is equal to 1. And therefore what is the volume occupied by a particles in unit cell? That means the volume occupied by a one sphere in unit cell, which is equal to pi a cube upon 6 divided by total volume of the unit cell. So this is the simple cubic unit cell, then what is the total volume of this simple cubic unit cell? Because of this simple cubic unit cell, A equal to B equal to C, all these three sides are same, and therefore the volume of this unit cell which is equal to A cube. What is the volume of the unit cell? Simple cubic unit cell. The total volume of the simple cubic unit cell which is equal to A cube. And if we solve this, then we get here the A cube it get cancelled. Into here we have 100 because efficiency is out of 100. Efficiency is out of 100, and therefore here we have 100 into part. But what is the value of point? 3.142 from the mathematics divided by 6 here. And if we solve this, then we get the answer which is equal to 52.36%. Means out of these 100, because this is the one sphere, and if we cut this sphere into the 8 part and if we rejoin it just like this, then if this is 100% and from this one sphere this cubic structure it will be formed, but when the cubic structure it will be formed, then there is some empty space or the void is present. And what is the packing efficiency? Means out of the 100, only 52.36 part is involved. Part of the sphere is involved in this simple cubic unit cell. And how much part it will be empty? It is called as a void, and therefore in this structure the 47.64% void is present. So always remember that the packing efficiency of these simple cubic unit cell is means how much part it will be occupied by one sphere when the simple cubic structure is formed. Only 52.36% part is involved, and the empty space or the void present in the simple cubic unit cell is 47.64. So dear student, this is the calculation of the packing efficiency of the simple cubic unit cell. In your exam, in your board exam, sometime 2 or 3 mark question it will be asked on this packing efficiency of a simple cubic unit cell. So here we have to start with the radius of the sphere, and as we know in a simple cubic unit cell, what is the radius? Radius which is equal to A by 2. Then as we know, what is the volume of the one sphere? 4 by 3 pi r cube. If we put the value of r, then we get the volume of the sphere. That means the volume of one unit cell. Because the simple cubic unit cell is formed from the one particles. So then the total volume of the particles which is equal to also that much. Then what is the packing efficiency? The volume occupied by a particle in unit cell divided by the total volume of the unit cell into 100. And if we solve this, then we get the packing efficiency is 52.36%, and the void present in the simple cubic unit cell is 47.64%. So this is the packing efficiency of the simple cubic unit cell. Then next we have to calculate the packing efficiency of the body centered cubic unit cell. We have to calculate the packing efficiency of the body centered cubic unit cell. So for that, consider body centered cubic unit cell. So we have a simple cubic unit cell here, and just we have completed the packing efficiency of a cubic unit cell. Means how much space is occupied and how much space is empty. Only 52.36% space out of 100% is occupied by the simple cubic unit cell, and the 47.64% void is present in this simple cubic unit cell. Then next to that, we have to calculate the packing efficiency for the body centered cubic unit cell. So this is the simple cubic unit cell, and if we have a one particle, that means particle are considered as a sphere, if they are present at the center of this cube, at the center, याच्या आतमध्ये जर आपण कन्सिडर केला तर त्याला आपण काय म्हणणार आहे, बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक युनिट सेल, body centered cubic unit cell. But for this simple cubic unit cell, what is the value of r? R is equal to a by 2. But for the body centered cubic unit cell, we have to calculate the radius of the sphere first, because as we know, for the body centered cubic unit cell, the number of particles involved is equal to how many? Is equal to 2. That means this 8 corner forms a one particle plus a one particle which is present at the body of this cube. So for the body centered cubic unit cell, the number of spheres involved which is equal to 2. But for the calculation of the packing efficiency for the body centered cubic unit cell, first of all we have to calculate the radius of the sphere. And for the radius of the sphere, here we have considered this is a simple cube, or in the body of the simple cube there is a one particle is inserted, and for that calculation of the radius of the sphere, here we have considered the two right angle triangle. In that, the first one is a right angle triangle ABD. That means in this simple cubic unit cell, suppose this is A, this is B, and this is D. This is D. A, B, D. If we consider this right angle triangle, then the B is having a 90 degree. So for the calculation of the radius of the sphere, consider a triangle or in a triangle ABD. In a triangle ABD here, in a triangle ABD, in this triangle, the B is 90 degree as shown in the model. So, according to the Pythagoras theorem here, AD square is equal to AB plus BD square. AD square which is equal to AB square plus BD square. Then, what is AB and BD here? Here, from this, if this is A, this is B, and this is D, then AD square is equal to AB plus BD. Here AB is A, BD is also A, and therefore here AD square which is equal to A square plus A square which is equal to 2A square. Therefore here AD square which is equal to 2A square. So again consider a second right angle triangle here. In the right angle triangle A, B and C. In this model, here A, here B, here D and here one is the C. So right angle triangle ADC असा consider केलेला आहे ADC. In a right angle triangle ADC here, in right angle triangle ADC, in right angle triangle ADC, AC square which is equal to AD square plus CD square. AD square plus CD square. And as we know, what is AD square? AD square which is equal to here 2A square plus what is the CD? CD is one of the side or one of the edge length of the cube, and it is equal to A, and therefore 2A square plus A square here 2A square plus A square which is equal to 3A square, and therefore for this calculation, what is AC square? AC square is equal to here 3A square. What is AC square? AC square which is equal to 3A square. Therefore AC, taking the square root which is equal to root 3A. AC which is equal to root 3A. But from this figure, as we know, what is AC? Here, this is A, this is B, this is D, and this is C. This is the C. Then what is the A and C? A and C means if we consider this half sphere and this half sphere, because this is C and this is A. This is A and this is C. This is R, this is also R, and in the center a whole one sphere is present, then which is equal to 2R. Therefore R plus 2R means if from this cube, what is AC? AC which is equal to 4R. AC means these half part is R, these half part is R, and in the whole middle layer here the one sphere is present. One sphere means this is the diameter of the sphere, means diameter means R plus R. So R and R, therefore AC from the figure, from the cube, AC which is equal to 4R. And therefore here AC which is equal to 3A, AC which is equal to 4R, and therefore here if we having a 4R which is equal to root 3A, and therefore R is the radius of the sphere which is equal to root 3 by 4A, root 3A upon 4. So what is the value of R? Root 3 upon 4A. So this is the radius of the sphere. Then in the next second step, we have to calculate what is the volume of a sphere. As we know, what is the volume of sphere? Which is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube. And if we put the value of R in this equation, then we get 4 by 3 here pi. R means root 3 by 4 and A cube. स्टेप सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात येत आहे, which is equal to इथे काय म्हणणार आहे आपण 4 by 3 pi here root 3 into root 3 into root 3 means 3 root 3 A cube upon what is the cube of a 4? 4 into 4 into 4 means it is equal to 64. 4 into 4, 16, 16 into 4, 64. Here the 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Here we have 4 pi root 3 A cube 64. And here then what is the here? They have to calculate the volume of the sphere which is equal to 4 divided by 64 means it is a 16. 16. Okay, then we have here pi root 3 pi A cube, here root 3 pi A cube divided by 16. Root 3 pi A cube divided by 16, and therefore here root 3 pi A cube divided by 16 A cube, and here we have here A cube. So root 3 pi A cube divided by 16, this is the volume of a one sphere. By putting the value of R in the volume of a sphere 4 by 3 pi R cube, because a one sphere having a volume 4 by 3 pi R cube, but there in this body centered cubic integral, what is the R? R which is equal to root 3 by 4A, and therefore if we put in this value in this equation, we get the volume of a one sphere. But always remember that a body centered cubic unit said it contains how many particles? It contains 2 particles. That means it contains 2 spheres. Particles are considered as a sphere. Therefore, here in this for this equation we have to multiply it by 2. मगाशी सिंपल क्यूबिक युनिट सेल मध्ये व्हॉल्यूम आहे कसं ठेवलं होतं कारण एक युनिट सेल म्हणजे एक पार्टिकल म्हणजे एक स्पियर. पण इथं बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक युनिट सेल इट कंटेन्स 2 particles, 2 sphere. Therefore this is divided by 2. Therefore it is equal to root 3 pi a cube divided by 8, and this is the volume of the sphere. That means the volume occupied by the particles in a body centered cubic unit cell. So all these steps you have to consider. Then next we have to calculate the packing efficiency. The packing efficiency means the volume occupied by the particles in the unit cell, and they are root 3 pi a cube divided by 8 into 100 divided by total volume of the unit cell. So this is one of the unit cell. What is the volume of the unit cell? Length into breadth into height. That means A and A. So the volume of the unit cell, which is equal to A cube. This is the volume occupied by the particle of the body centered cubic unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell into 100. And if we solve these, then we get here, which is equal to A cube will get cancelled. Pi having value 3.142 root 3 into, here we have a root 3 into 3.142 divided by 8 into 100, and if we solve this, then we get the packing efficiency for this body centered cubic unit cell. It is 68%. It is equal to here 68% space is occupied by the 2 sphere in these body centered cubic unit cell. 68% space is occupied by the 2 sphere in the body centered cubic unit cell. Then how much void space is present? It is equal to near about 32% void space is available in the body centered cubic unit cell. 32% void is present in the body centered cubic unit cell, and the 68% space is occupied by the spheres of these body centered cubic unit cell. So dear student, in today's lecture here we have completed the packing efficiency for the simple cubic unit cell and the body centered cubic unit cell. So dear student, these are some calculations. You have to write this calculation in your notebook, because for the body centered cubic unit cell in your textbook there are some various triangles are given. They are much not easy. They are not easy. So we have to consider these triangle, these figure for the calculation of the packing efficiency of the body centered cubic unit cell. So dear student, we will stop here. We will meet in the next module. Till then, thank you.